Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. I know it's been a little bit. I'm sorry about that. We were very busy for a little bit there. We changed our online store, CSP Racing. We got a lot of new features on the store. It's faster, it's better, it's wonderful. Check it out. That's my shameless plug to start the video. Today, we have a really good thing going on. We got StreetSpeed717's C7 Z06 that we're going to be taking from almost stock to the Andrew package. It's a great package. And well, let's just get right into the video. Today we've got a good one here because we've got Street Speed's cars, but we're only keeping one of them because that's what we specialize in, the late model GM performance. We got a C7 Z06 here, and we're gonna try to make it faster than that thing. That thing's putting out some pretty serious steam, so us making it faster than that might be a little bit tough, but we're gonna give it our best shot while sticking with, you know, what we got, which is not getting paid. So what we're going to be doing to it is we're going to be adding the CSP Big Boy camshaft. We're going to be adding Cook's headers with cats. We're going to be adding a Rotofab Big Gulp intake, and we're going to be adding some power. Is there more? Oh yeah, the Magnuson 2650 supercharger, which is one of the best things that you can do to any of these cars. So, well, let's see what kind of baseline numbers we're working with. Let's get it on the dyno right now and find out how much power we actually gain.
Now for the scary story. What does this car look like from the beyonder? Or something like that.
That was perfect.
Okay, so actually this looks pretty good. Like what we're seeing here is it's got stock everything on it except for the catback. There's no leaks, which is great. We like cars that come in with no leaks. An AMSOIL oil filter, so I would assume that this is filled with AMSOIL. We're gonna end up doing a change because you know, the nature of what we're doing here. That's a little bit of a bummer because these cars come with dual mode exhaust, and this is not dual mode. Looks like it's got some LED lights on here.
Oh yeah, he said he has underglow on the entire car.
Yeah, we'll have to see if we can get those working because I want to be kind of like ghetto.
All right, now that she's all strapped up and ready to go, we've looked underneath and made sure that there's not a piston hanging out the oil pan. We're gonna give her a run and see what she does.
Matching earbuds!
Fun begins. Step number one out of any of the builds that you should work on at home, disconnect your battery so you don't short shit out. Justin's disconnecting the battery right now, so he doesn't short shit out. Say that 5 times fast, short shit. Go ahead, Justin.
Short shit, short shit, short shit, short shit. Oh god, that is hard.
It's almost as hard as toy boat.
Sort shit out.
Toy boat.
Toy boat.
Say it like just 3 times fast.
Toy boat, toy boat. Oh wow.
Maybe I'm just illiterate, dude. I don't know.
No, toy boat's a really hard one. My science teacher told me that.
What's up with that lid? Why does it look different?
This is one of the early versions of the lid. The cooling bricks are flat in the blower as opposed to angled, and thus the lid, you know, reflects that. They changed this down the line. I think 17 they started getting a bigger lid because, well, these guys were having cooling issues. The LT4 blower is already stretched thin, so we're just fixing that with really big bricks, you know, much better blower.
Y'all ready for this?
Damn, somebody was definitely in that engine.
Yeah. Dude, it's actually funny as shit. Hey, GM, do me a favor.
Big time.
Stop using these. They don't go into anywhere. They're just leaving plastic in your guys' engines, and I have to be the one to cut this shit out. Like, what the f was their plan here? So leave this in. Oh, here, look, it clips in right here into nothing. God, dude. Y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're recording. Where are the cookies at? Looks like a freaking Goomba.
Me?
Andrew.
Gave each of you a little bit.
We are a couple bolts away from Here, not here, here.
Put your hand on the fucking drawer. Get him. Oh my god.
Just for the video.
Now it's time to start up the Ronald McDonald Mobile here. Let's see what she does. If first start is going to be a success, we're going to find out together. I might have to clear some codes because we did find a sensor that was unplugged. We bled the cooling system already, and, well, let's see. Okay, everything looks like we're doing okay. I'm gonna do a flood clear first. This is a 15, so I don't have to put my foot on the brake. Sounds like we got compression in all cylinders. Nothing went boom! So that's good. Anything?
Everyone's good here, Doc.
Are we ready to go?
I am ready to go.
All right.
Are you ready to go?
I'm ready when you are.
Okay.
Don't fall off the loading dock.
I'm not.
Fall off the loading dock.
I will.
The base tune is lining up really, really well. I'm happy about that. Fired right up. Can't go more smoother than that. These are the 4.5-inch housing cats, very similar to what we put on the our 6th gen headers, the CSP headers, with the what we have the Ultra Cat. Very, very capable cat. This is it's really loud. It almost sounds like there's no cats there, but it's really just because there's so much volume that can go through it that it's not really acting as a muffler anymore. It's doing a great job.
Y'all ready for this?
how this bad boy drives. I'm gonna give you this to hang on to after
Okay.
you buckle up.
Yes. Important safety.
That's right. It's a safety tip. Buckle up so you don't go flying through the window. Idle's good. Coming down to idle, no problem. It should. It's kind of like our package. We have a go-to package that honestly just drives great, does everything how it's supposed to. You know, a lot of time and effort went into making these things, trial and error. So, you know, what you get when you come to us is actually the full package with a tune that covers the spread. Oil pressure, oil temperature, engine coolant temperature, battery, everything's reading wonderful. I like that. We don't have a plate on this.
CSP.
It says CSP. It doesn't.
Yeah, I know. That's all we got.
Ooh. Ooh. Nothing to see here, officer. It's doing great. Absolutely great. I mean, this is. We're hanging out at like 1500 RPMs, and it's a stock car. And like you feel just a little bit of hesitation, but it's not much. Like it's just like, and that's just hanging out between the hard throttle and like no throttle area. It's this thing drives what I would say is as near stock as possible, and it's going to make some pretty serious steam on the dyno. So let's find out what she does on the dyno right now. Widebands in. We use a wideband on both banks. That way we can see, you know, bank-to-bank discrepancies. Not a lot of people do that, which honestly, it's not a good thing that they don't, especially if, you know, their cars are in the air and it's really accessible. A lot of that tailpipe stuff, no bueno. We want to make sure that we're using the widebands pre-cat on this one.
Okay.
So we're probably going to take out the front O2 sensors.
Okay.
Okay, from the underside here, you're going to see that we got the green cats. It's a tough guy to see, but like it says green cats. These are the high output green cats that are 4.5 inches. You can see it better from this angle. They are big puppies that are sitting in there. So kind of exciting because they're going to make some good power. Quick little recap before we begin dynoing. This thing is fully decked out with what I refer to as the Andrew package because I think it's awesome. This has the Rotofab Big Gulp intake, which is something that we were instrumental in creating. So you're welcome, guys, because it is one of, if not the only 5-inch intake that you can buy for the C7 Z06 that actually reads really, really well and does a great job. It reports well. So you can keep your long-term fuel trims on and know if shit's getting wild. You can throw a check engine light if stuff gets out of range. So we were very happy to work with Rotofab on that. I convinced them not to make a C8 intake and instead get a Z06. So that was really cool. Next after that is the Nick Williams 103 throttle body. We love Nick Williams, big fan. And then after that, of course, is our famed Magnuson 2650, one of the best superchargers that you can possibly buy, especially in the GM world, offering an increase in displacement size of the blower from 1.7 liters to 2.65 liters, which is awesome. And not only the efficiency of that, but also getting double the size intercooler bricks. Very, very cool. Beyond that, we have the CSP Big Boy camshaft, which just, it's awesome. It's the big boy camshaft, like a camshaft should be. That was a camshaft that I felt like was the biggest cam that we could put in the automatics without having to restall the converter. And it turns out that it works great in all the cars, broad power, great drivability as you guys saw earlier, and then, you know, has a cool sound to it as well. So you get the best of all worlds. It's not gonna be the choppiest camshaft in the world, and it's not going to drive shitty. It's like, it's the best of all worlds. You know, naturally aspirated and pump gas, it does just a really good compromise across those fields. And then we got the Cook's headers, the Cook's 2-inch headers. These are really, really nice headers, and we have it paired with their high output cats. This is a newer offering from Cook's. It's a 4.5-inch cat housing, so it breathes really, really well in my testing. At 900 plus rear wheel horsepower, they suck maybe 10 rear wheel horsepower up. So not a lot to give up to have EPA certified cats. The system's not certified, but the cats are, so I think that's a really good compromise as well. And all the way in the back, we have a Corsa. It sounds wicked, absolutely wicked, but you can't turn it off from loud. It's loud, loud. So we had to make a minor change to the car because the wheels that were on it were vibrating too much, and it gave me a lot of PTSD. So we got him to bring out the factory wheels, and we're going to dyno it again. This may skew our numbers between our baseline and now, but ideally we're going to get through this, and then they can get those wheels balanced properly so it's not like a death trap.
That's the cleanest pull I've ever seen. That is a clean pull. 843.
That was a little bit more than expected.
Oh my gosh. That was perfect.
Yeah. Well, I think the wheel weight actually had something to do with it.
Oh, 100%.
So, and the vibration. And that looked pretty clean. I didn't see any lip and knock or anything like that. Did you?
I didn't know.
Wonderful.
Woo! Wow.
Okay, cool.
That is sweet. Y'all ready for this?
All right, so that made some really good power. I did turn it down a little bit because it honestly, it was a little spicy up the top, up at the top end. We needed to drop it down just a little bit, but 843 rear wheel horsepower is definitely no joke. Dropped it down to a little over 800, maybe 820, just for a safety aspect of it. Next up on the channel, I'm going to be working on this video. As you're seeing this video, we're going to cam the E-Ray. You're going to see that, and then we're going to try to take it out to Street Speed's house and throw the gauntlet down against that SVJ that walked away from the old E-Ray. You know, it's a revenge tour. I don't know that there's going to be enough because the SVJ makes like 770 horsepower, and, you know, camshaft is only going to go so far, especially because the headers on these cars are really, really efficient, so you don't get the whole slew of upgrades that you normally see when you do like bolt-ons plus all that fun stuff. So, just setting the expectations. Let's see what happens. I'll see you on the next video. Adios.